when it comes to relationships, especially when it comes to like client acquisition, some people get very not standoffish, but difficult to overcome that because they think of it as sale. And it's like, oh, I'm selling, I'm selling. I'm always in the mindset, you're just building a relationship and it's all about gaining trust. And I have a method that I go about this and I'll share, but I'm curious what your method is. When I get in front of somebody, whether it's new, a referral or somebody, I to me, there's three categories: kids, pets, sports. There's a couple of subcategories down there. I am pretty confident that I can connect with them at one of those. And then you just talk about that. You gossip or share war stories about raising kids. You share, stories about the sports or your pets. And that's how you gain trust. And after that, it's very easy to build that relationship. And then obviously you can't be talking a lot. You got to make sure that you allow them to talk. And that's worked well really for me. I'm curious, what is your process of establishing trust and building that relationship?
A few things. I think part of it's being helpful. Can I just be helpful to this person, whether they want to work with me now or in a year? Or I just had someone who literally had a consultation in 2019 just convert last month. They had a consultation in 2019, stayed on my newsletter, followed me on LinkedIn, and said, okay, I'm ready to pay now, and paid. So I think it's just being helpful is a big part of it. I think part of it's that experience is different and unique where they can't find other places. So not replicating things, but doing things that they're not going to find anywhere else. Is it sending a little video? So sometimes I'll do that to people. Let me send you a video. Or I send holiday cards still, and my brand's coffee. This was my mom's idea. She said, I don't like this fridge magnet you send to people with a calendar. It reminds me of like our recycling or our trash company. It looks like, she's like, literally, I put it next to the trash company's magnet on our fridge. So what if you sent a coffee coaster to people? So I send a coffee coaster with my holiday cards that say, you are fabulous. And people will literally send me, I get hundreds of pictures during the holidays where people send, I have your coaster. This is, you are fabulous. And it's a little reminder to uplift them. And I'll not just send it to clients, but send it to my chiropractor. My dentist has sent me a bunch of clients. So how can I be helpful or just remind people I exist? That isn't just, I want your business, but I just want to be helpful or kind or have that Disneyland experience.
Amazing. I love it. And I love it that you look at it as that, that Disneyland, approach. Art and I both having come from Disney and me spending plenty of time, between the resorts and everything there. There is a certain way that, they do approach that and trying to make sure that people have, I don't want to say magical or any of those sort of things because it starts sounds it's in a way silly when it's out of context, but you've managed to bring that into your business in a way. And I could tell that even with what you put on there, like you want people to have that moment whenever they see it. It's not just you sending it simply to get a gift in front of them. It is because this is going to be meaningful. So I think that's important because who needs some of those other things like the little magnets that are not about them? It's about that person who's trying to get something from you.
And I think if people focus on that, it's powerful. I recently, without going into too much details in case they're listening, I had a networking conversation with a coach that I thought would be helpful. They offered a service that's similar-ish to mine, but not exactly. And I wanted to talk with this person because I'm like, oh, sometimes people reach out for this thing that I don't offer. And I really wanted to talk with them. And they kept trying to sell me the service to have me buy it. And I'm like, I have all these clients I want to send your way, but they kept trying to sell me. And I was like, this is a really off-putting conversation. I really wanted to help you. I wanted you to help me. And now you're just trying to sell me. And I think if we're instead coming from that place of helping and serving each other, it can be so much more powerful instead of, let me get a sale right now.